DC Divas.
DC Divas.
It's DC Divas.
As DC Divas.
We gather tonight.
We gather tonight.
We ask.
For
For game that's fair.
a game that's fair.
Chance to celebrate our stride.
Chance to celebrate our stride.
And honor the name we wear.
And honor the name we wear.
When we win.
When we win.
By the color.
By the code.
Burgundy and white held high.
Burgundy and white held high.
When they lose.
When they lose.
We stand by the road.
We stand by the road.
Cheers our opponents go by.
Cheers our opponents go by.
Day by day.
Day by day.
We get better and better.
We get better and better.
Till we can't be beat.
Till we can't be beat.
Till we won't be beat.
Till we won't be beat.
Play by play.
Play by play.
Do it together.
We do it together.
After every game. The three words that we love so much. Repeat after me. DC Divas on three. 1, 2, 3.
DC Divas.
Oh my goodness. Day by day. Oh, let's go play.
Fired up.
Let's go play.
Let's go.
Let's go play. Coach DP, Lois and Donna, you both were in that huddle. You've heard him. What does it do?
It energizes you. It definitely pumps you right on up.
Absolutely. It gets you fired up. It makes you want to put your pads back on and come out of retirement. Play again. That's what it does for me.
There's been a lot of new this year. Tell me how you think overall we've all adjusted to what is an incredible amount of change in a very short time.
Well, I mean, the biggest change is you coming on board as the owner and really just bringing us into this amazing facility and immediately putting priority on the culture of people first. And when you put that priority on people first, then people are first and people matter and everybody around is taken care of. So the first thing that's happened is people have been taken care of in a different way that they haven't been taken care of ever. And it's beautiful. If you haven't been here in the past, you wouldn't know that. But everyone that's been around can sense that we are moving forward with a stronger direction and a commitment to everyone who's been a part of this. Not only who's here now, but all of those who have built it. And to bring the past and bridge that into now, it's just been amazing. And to be a part of it from the inside, yeah, what an honor.
Yeah, absolutely. Players feel like, we have more of a voice. We're listened to, and again, like you said, Donna, just a sense of being taken care of, and that just lets everything else fall right into place. So.
And as far as new players go, the attitude and the commitment to team that immediately they've had, it's been spectacular. And the players we've been able to bring to the Divas from around the country this year, they have all been superstars. And they're coming in and having an immediate impact. Jen King, one of the new ones coming up from North Carolina, what a great job she's done just setting a new tone with a veteran presence on a very young defense. And we talked about Lexi already and the difference she's making on offense. Immediately coming in her first time touching the ball, she's making plays and scoring touchdowns.
We're going to pull a gem out in a second for that, but I want to go back to Coach DP for a second. Now, we have a little video of him from last night at practice working on the sled. And as you see him banging and feeling, he told me just how good it felt to be back in his element of coaching. Right? He's a motivational speaker. He's been a coach at many different levels. He's been a television host. He's run businesses. He's working for the United States government right now. When a general asks you to come and work and move from Houston to D.C., usually you say yes to the general, and he did. And he's here now, and that's a blessing for us to be here. And before we move back to Jen King, and I do want to get back to her, just one more idea from you or impression about what Love Prints, which is what Derek Pearson is about. What does that feel like to have a love print touch you?
Well, when you have someone, a leader in your on your team that's there for you, and they have that love print, you feel it with everything. You know, it's not just that you're you're being coached, but you're being, how do I want to say this? You're being you're given life lessons, and you're being touched in a way that it goes beyond just what you can apply at the game, but you're able to take that forward in other aspects, in other areas of your life. So it's great to have people who are in those roles that actually show that they care. You can say that you care, but you actually feel it from people really have that in their heart. So
Yeah, when you come to practice, DP is one of those guys. Just has so much energy, and like a lot of our coaches have good energy, but he just takes it to another level, and the other coaches feed off of that, and the players feed off of that, and it's a one individual coming down with a trickle down effect because of the presence that they bring, and it's really special to see.
So what I've always felt is watching you all and the dedication, the passion, and the effort and the sacrifices that you make is how do I or anyone else match that when you can't play? So you have to bring it in different ways. Otherwise, you don't match it. You just observe it.
Right.
So DP matches it.
He does.
And that I love that because that helps me match it. And you and all of us.
It's something that you can't really describe in words. You feel it,
That's right.
And when he comes to practice, you feel that he's there. You feel his presence, and it goes a long way. So
let's back to somebody else who let feelings be known. Jen King. We go back to the Boston game, that defensive clips you want to share. And, when Jen King arrives after coaching within professional football ranks with the Arizona Hotshots, number 5, you see her cross, and boom, ladies and gentlemen, right?
Comes, lays the wood.
It's almost like a hockey check. Let's see the replay of this. And you see what I'm saying? Coming like,
see pass ball to running back number 1.
Boom. Just, right?
Yeah.
Into the board she goes. But the defensive side, not only having her back in terms of her mind, obviously her athletic ability, her experience, her demeanor, right? Just everything about her is, to me, the epitome of a DC Diva. So we're thankful that she is back, so thankful. And again, one more time, right? Just because
it's always good to see someone get knocked down like that. I mean, you can't watch someone get knocked down.
And get right
enough.
back up, of course. And then Mateka Trueheart, Defensive Rookie of the Year last year, led the team in tackles with seven tackles, and of course this safety that helped change momentum. Took a minute to get the safety call, but as you can see, our sideline is in unison.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you can see this 34 points that Boston has here in the second. That held all the way through until they got one more field goal near the end of the game. So this defense from this point on was locked down solid, and the adjustments they made from first half, you really have to give the coaching staff credit because there were a lot of gaps in the first half and a lot of spaces where we were not figuring things out. We were not keeping any contain on the edges, letting people get through from many different angles, and personnel changes, a little bit of defensive changes, and we saw a difference in the second half. And when you have a young team, you always want to see progress from not only week to week, but quarter to quarter and half to half. And that was a good job by our defense of stepping up and closing the gap from the first half.
That is as good as you can feel losing a football game on the scoreboard. Yeah. Honestly.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, of course, we wanted to win, but I'm not disappointed at all in my team.
That's right.
We did an amazing job. We started a little late, but like you said, Donna, we're a young team. There's a lot of new faces, and some lessons you have to learn on the battlefield. And I think this is just going to give us that motivation to be able to do it the next time.
And some lessons you have to learn by losing. You've got to be knocked down so that you have a reason to get up. And with a young team that's not a veteran team, they got to get knocked down. Because if they just riding a high horse all the way into the end of the season, they're going to get knocked down at some point, right? Better be now, learn the lessons, come back strong, and finish the season the right way.
Well, Tampa Bay is coming, the Inferno, on Saturday night at 7:30 to the St. James with the same intent. They want to knock us down. Obviously, we want to do the same to them. What is as we close up, the experience like for you on the field when you turn around and see the fans above, feel that energy, hear them so close? What does it feel like to be at a game at the St. James?
It's amazing. It's great to have, I mean, they're, again, right there up close and personal, and just to have that support just gives us more motivation, more drive to be in there to get what we need to do what we need to do and get the job done. So having our supporters and our fans in the stands are so important to us.
And what a beautiful place to have them be there, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm absolutely loving the St. James, from the light show entrance to the amenities, affordable food options and drink options for people of all ages, right? And a fun family crowd, right?
And there's not a bad seat in the house.
No, people are enjoying themselves.
Every seat is a good seat. Every seat you've got a view, and
no obstructed views.
It's close. Everyone's up close. So if you want to get up close and personal, see some good action, come out Saturday night.
We'll see you then. Get your tickets now. DCDivas.com, folks. Check us out. We'll see you Saturday night, 7:30 at the St. James. Until next week, Diva Nation says, so long.
This content is brought to you by Dental Associates. For more than 39 years, Dr. Stephen Price has been practicing dentistry in Northern Virginia. A member of the American Dental Association, the Northern Virginia Dental Society, and the Virginia Dental Society, Price is considered an expert in Invisalign and continues to be an award-winning innovator in the industry.